Hi everyone, it's Evie, your favorite coffee master, coming at you live from the epicenter of this whole COVID-19 outbreak here in New York City. I'm filming today in my friend Jed's coffee shop called Trash Island in Bed-Stuy. And I've been lucky enough to be able to pull a couple shifts here, and I've become a regular, become friends with plenty of regulars, and it's weird. It's just weird that at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday, this is just shut down. We live in a whole new world, and I think it's really important right now as a community to come together and support each other in as many ways as possible. There have been a bunch of really great relief efforts that have started. GoFundMe on Instagram has a very comprehensive collection of virtual tip jars and donations that you can make towards your favorite local coffee shops. There are a few others as well, and I'm going to list them all in the descriptions below. So one of the best things that you can do as someone who loves coffee is to keep buying it. Your local coffee shop, your local roaster is probably still in operation and probably has online purchasing that you can do. So buy from them online, maybe buy a t-shirt or two, a gift card for whenever they reopen, and definitely find the virtual tip jar for your coffee shop, for your local baristas, because it's not a very flush job. Being a barista is really, really fun. I loved being a barista. I survived on tips. Like, there's no way that I would have survived as a barista unless I had been receiving tips. If you are lucky enough to still have financial stability, job security, something like that, please, I beg you, consider your local coffee shop, your local baristas, and help them. It's times like these where you see people really step up, go above and beyond to help their community, help educate people, be a resource, and you want to celebrate that. And so I want to bring attention to one of my friends, Sahra Nguyen. I first read about Sahra in a Forbes article last year, and I was like, this lady is so badass. She runs her own Vietnamese coffee company. She's just so cool. And I was able to sit on a Women in Coffee panel with her at New York Coffee Fest last year. And I like ran up to her, I was like, I'm gonna fangirl, I'm gonna make you feel a little weird, but I've been wanting to meet you for months. Sahra's been really involved in getting information out there to raise money for undocumented workers. They are some of the most vulnerable in our population. They're not gonna be able to receive bailout money, and they are the backbone of so many restaurants, so many businesses really rely on undocumented workers. So Sahra's someone who is completely amazing, and that's enough of the COVID-19 weird apocalypse, because I really want to talk about Nguyen coffee supply and use Vietnamese coffee to help you understand the difference between Arabica and Robusta. So first, let's look at this beautiful packaging. So this coffee from Nguyen Coffee Supply is 100% Robusta. Now, coffee is split into two main species, Robusta and Arabica. And you might have seen Arabica written on coffee that you buy at the grocery store to indicate that it's higher quality. Robusta can grow easier, it is a hardier plant, and it doesn't really fall susceptible to diseases as much as Arabica does. The only problem is it doesn't normally taste very good. Sometimes tastes like burnt tires. But luckily, this Robusta is some of the best Robusta I've ever had in my entire life, and it does not taste like car tires. Scotch, grapefruit zest, bitter melon. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. So this is the Phin Kit. So you can go on Nguyen Coffee Supply and buy one of these, and it comes with a couple really super cute stickers, how to use the Phin, and some coffee. This coffee is actually honestly a lot older than this one. I've had this for a minute, but this is a 50-50% Arabica and Robusta blend. So Sahra has 100% Arabica, 100% Robusta, and then this guy, a little blend. I've never actually been taught how to make it. I've just been given it at pho restaurants. So, first things first, let's go over all the different parts of the Phin. So on the bottom, we have this little plate essentially, that the brewer will then rest on top of a cup. Because it's, as you can see, this is a little small, so this helps it cover the top of the cup a lot easier. This is the top, and then when the brewing is all done, ta-da! It's like a little coaster. Inside the Phin, you have this little cap, and then the inside all in there. Simple brewing device, and the method of making it is also fairly simple as well. So, prep the Phin. Grind the coffee beans fine like dry sand and add 2 tablespoons or 14 grams of ground coffee into the brewing chamber. Let's do it. Nguyen Coffee Supply was founded by a first-gen Vietnamese-American woman. Right on the bag. God. 14 grams. 14 grams. Ground fine. Okay, the next step is I'm going to shake it so it's nice and level, and then drop it. No pressing, just drop it. Prep the water and add 0.8 ounces of water inside the chamber or to 1/2 inch above the filter press. Okay. It's going to take a while to drip. Like, this is ground really fine, it's nice and compact, and it's sitting in here, and it's going to take a while to drip. Kind of smells like popcorn. And like I'm excited to drink this kind of way. You have a lot of motorbikes in this neighborhood. It's like a thing that the cool kids do. Yes! So then once it starts dripping, add the remaining 3.2 ounces of water to finish at 4 ounces, or estimate by adding water to the top. Cover it with a cap. Let it drain. I'm going to take this opportunity to prep the next ingredient. Sweetened condensed milk. This is literally the worst can opener of all time. Ugh. I hate this thing so much. So gooey. Looks like it's all done. I don't think I did that right. I think the cap should be here, but you know. Okay, so let's taste it. Very strong. This is a very, very strong cup of coffee. But the flavors are sweet. It hits with that scotchy taste, like right in the front. A little bit burny, a little bit popcorny tasting, but like then it just gives way into like a really sweet, like caramelly peanutty thing. Spoons. So traditionally, the Phin is dripped over the sweetened condensed milk, but because I wanted to taste it without it, I'm going to add it to it afterwards. This coffee is going to end up being, I added so much. This is going to be like a milkshake. So now you know how to make coffee using a Phin. Now you know the differences between robusta and arabica. Now you know that sweetened condensed milk makes everything just glorious. And now you know a bunch of different resources that you can access to help the coffee community, help your local coffee community and your national coffee community. I hope you all are staying safe, healthy, washing your hands, social distancing, supporting one another, just being there for each other in these hard times. Let me know what you think about any of this. Tell me if you donate to any of the virtual tip jars. Tell me if you buy some of Sarah's coffee, and let me know what your favorite Phin drink is. Bye, y'all.